Hi guys, good morning. So today we'll be analyzing the pie charts together to know if it is actually time for us to start buying pie or if we should still align ourselves with the set trade. Now I'm on the daily chart on pie, but before I proceed, let me go to the highest time frame. And the highest time frame I normally go for is the 1 month time frame. So as you can see on the monthly time frame on pie, we could observe that last month, which was February, pie was bullish all through the month, and this month being March, pie is being bearish, though the month has not yet closed. Now, if I bring out my FIB from this low to this high, you can see that pie have already exceeded 50% of the last monthly move. Yet, I just wanted to show you that, but then that is not where we are going to base our analysis on. We are going to base our analysis on the weekly time frame. Now, from the weekly time frame, we can see that we have 2 weeks of bullishness in pie, which is this week, and this week, and then we saw this sudden rejection inside the second week, and since then, for the past 4 weeks, making it 1 month, pie has been bearish. Okay, now, but from what we can see here now, we can see that these buy candles are larger than these sell candles, which is the first sign that the sell candles are just corrections or rejection. Now, what are we going to do next? And the weekly time frame is not giving us enough information to know if we should look for buys or if we should sell pie. Now, let me move to the next time frame, which is my daily time frame. Okay, so on my daily time frame, pie becomes more interesting. Now, if I look at my daily time frame now, I can start doing some markup, and the first thing I want to do is to mark my demand zones or my SNL zones. Now, for me to mark out my SNL zone, I need to mark out the closing price of this candle here, the last closing price here, which is this point, and this is going to be what my SNR. You get this point, closing price of candle. Let me adjust it. That, but then I'm looking at an order block at that zone, which is this candle at this point here. So instead of marking the SNR alone, let me mark the entire full candle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the high of the candle, the sell candle inside. The candle I'm referring to is this candle, this sell candle inside of this box, this sell candle here. I'm going to mark the high of that candle and the low of that candle. Then I'm going to mark a zone. So since I'm on the daily time frame, I normally use the color gold for my daily time frame and my weekly time frame. This. Okay, so after this, then what am I going to do next? The next thing I'm going to do is to mark out the next high. The high I'm going to mark out now is going to be where I intend to take profit. Now, since pie is already in my zone, the next thing I want to do is I want to check if 4-hour time frame aligns with the daily time frame. So as you can see, the 4-hour time frame is still bearish. So at this point in time, we cannot take buys at this point in time, because as you can see, the market is making a series of lower lows. From this point, we have a low, a high, a low, another high, and this low. So currently, I think this is the last high on the 4-hour time frame, and this is the last low currently now. So for us to start buying pie, we need to see this last high being taken out, which is this point here. We want to see this last high being taken out. That's the first thing. Then the second thing is that another reason why we should start looking for buys after this high is taken out is we want the 4-hour time frame and the 1-hour time frame to align. That is, since this whole market is bearish, we want to see a bullish sign on the 4-hour and the 1-hour time frame. Yeah. So if I go to my 1-hour time frame now, as you can see, even 1 hour is still bearish, so there's no sign for buys now. Currently, there's no sign for buys. So what this is telling us is that we are seeing pie is already in our zone now, but is it time for us to start buying pie now? So from my analysis, I might say no, it is not yet time for us to start looking at buys or buy. For me, when I will start looking at buys or buy is only when I see a break of structure above the last high that was created, which is this point here. Only when I see something like this, the break of structure above this point, then I will now look for a correction on the 1 hour time frame into a 4-hour demand zone, probably at this point. Then at this point I'll start looking for buys to the upside. So currently I can say that buy is not ready for the buys, but we should start looking at it because it has good potential. Having seen that, that's stepped into our zone and is giving a nice rejection from that zone.